bruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break it way down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer out of Colorado. It's Shedeur Sanders.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today is determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Sanders. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Sanders to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given the yard up to the 49. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 70 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Leo Chanel in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Ethan Evans on down to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's May. He finds his man, complete. That's Torres. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 12 carries, 111 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18.
4 yards. That's good for our Patriots.
Here's May. He's got it. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Ball again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, New England. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
That's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Miami set to take over. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
He'll swing this out to Sampson. Still going inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. To throw now. Here's Sanders. Under pressure now. He's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing, Sanders. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
On 3rd and goal, Sanders. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Dylan Sampson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ball want to give up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Patriots hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
Good for Patriots. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. May. That is caught. It's Williams. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. One more time with Hall. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's May. He'll try and do this himself. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Crazy.
They'll try and throw forward May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 60 Vice.
Here's Sanders. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
It's 2nd down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
No, when we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Throwing here is May. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, May. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any...
This is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll throw with May. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. A big play there for New England. 58 yards. From the shotgun, it's May. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's second down.
From the shotgun, May with it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Torres. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Patriots, first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked in each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw is Sanders. Under pressure, and they got it to him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Let's touching 18.
Now Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's good for the Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Carry here for Trevion Henderson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll go again with Henderson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Shoving defenders at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. May looking to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 18-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They're going to try to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that part there. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Encroachment defense.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey!
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Sanders. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Sanders to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Encroachment defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Sanders from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. George Pickens, his first touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Henderson now on first and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 67 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Yes, sophomore pepper goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out at the doctor.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
1-yard game.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Straight ahead is Hall. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. You got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll go again with Hall. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll give the Hall. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. What a ball game.